God gave me a good brain. I already knew. I dropped the ball. I apologize. She's a globalist agent. I dropped the ball and I failed you, and I'm sorry. I got to follow my gut every time. It's never wrong. And I saw so much more she did. And I love her people threatening me and all their doxing of people and all of it. You think that's going to make me go away? All you did was wake me up like a nuclear test site waking up Godzilla.
So waking up is being pro-Israel? Fort Huachuca. Oh my goodness. Fort Huachuca. I'm just going to pick one and we're going to roll with that. Please give me pronunciation, pretty please.
Fort Huachuca.
Fort Huachuca.
Fort Huachuca. What is the English language? It looks nothing like that. We got a lot to go over today. This whole Fort Huachuca, if I can remember that, Fort Huachuca situation is just something else that's been brought forth from Eric. I'm about to say from Erica's last podcast. No, Candace's last podcast series. It's about coming on 2 weeks ago now. I didn't know she was going to take this long of a break, but I'm guessing she's coming back in the new year. That's my assumption. But last time she was talking about this Fort Huachuca situation. But now, Alex Jones is accusing Candace Owens of just going off the rails.
You work for the deep state and the Democratic Party and the CIA and MI6, and I see your ass.
I'm not hearing conviction in his voice. Accusing Candace Owens of being a fed and promoting lies and just lying to her whole audience. And so not just Alex Jones either. There's this guy called Tactical something. I forget his full YouTube name, but Tactical and just some other YouTubers that are just kind of going all out right now. The battle to prove Candace wrong, and especially with this Fort Huachuca. I already forgot to pronounce it.
Fort Huachuca. Fort Huachuca.
Fort Huachuca.
Now, in terms of people saying that, Erica doesn't owe you an alibi, I didn't ask Erica for an alibi. So when suddenly I realized that Paramount Tactical was speaking with Andrew Colvett and she was providing an alibi to Andrew Colvett, well, then suddenly now, if you're going to provide an alibi, then let's provide an alibi. You know what I'm saying? I will say that I had some communication. I did message also once the thing exploded with Andrew Colvett because he's just getting on my nerves. Like, really, I have been so nice in terms of what I have told the public about things that Andrew Colvett told me. He's starting to a little bit play with the bull, and we're getting real close. We're getting real close to me just saying, if you guys really think that I have not been fair, you will really recognize how fair I have been. Pretty obvious. It seems like they're working behind the scenes, and that's annoying me. It's annoying me a lot, actually. Once I saw that Andrew Colvett was speaking with Paramount Tactical and being, I don't know, I guess sort of denigrating what we were doing, I then was like, okay, let me text someone more responsible at Turning Point USA and ask, hey, do you guys want to give me an alibi? So I put Andrew Colvett and the COO in a chat, and I was like, hey, just figured we could have a direct line and you can just give me Erica's alibi and I'd be happy to publish it because I'm not interested in throwing mud on someone's name. I just want to get to the truth. That conversation was had yesterday, and they did give me an indication of what she was doing, which was making dinner for Charlie. I have asked for, metadata to show that it was, Charlie that she was texting, and I'm still waiting for that. They said that Erica got busy with the kids and that they were going to get me something. So I'm still waiting on that, just so you guys know that I have been responsible and speaking to the people directly trying to get the information.
So we got right here Alex Jones on X. Global exclusive. Wittingly or unwittingly, Candace Owens is running a CIA-style PSYOP. A CIA-style PSYOP on the American people. Top lawyer, historian Robert Barnes and Alex Jones bring the receipts and carefully dissect Candace Owens' verifiable lies one by one. Candace Owens' deep connection to the British royalist system and UK intelligence is also documented, and Candace is caught in yet another lie of when and where she met her husband. In summary, whether intentionally or via handlers, Candace Owens is attempting to take down tpusa and the Trump administration. So, is Alex actually trusting tpusa and the Trump administration? Because if Alex Jones is trusting tpusa and the Trump administration, he's kind of losing all credibility. I liked Alex Jones for a long time, but it seems like he's got the call. And this year specifically, I see more clips where it seems like he's shying away from going too hard on Israel. He's shying away from being too antiseptic.
And then I just constantly get asked questions about, hey, she said this, she said that. So I started looking into the Egyptian planes thing about a month ago. We go out, get the data, show it to some airline people. They say this is all wrong. I start talking to.
And that's been confirmed by Tucker Carlson, by the way, the Egyptian planes. And he knows somebody who was in the CIA, and they confirmed that is a fact.
So this is the level of insanity. I didn't work at the Daily Wire, a Zionist operation like she did. None of that stuff. So I don't work for Israel, but I don't have to
I don't know. So on this post, we got some interesting comments. Dude, retire already. It's embarrassing. Never. Bro, you're a sellout, sad to see. Laura Loomer, apparently she's saying that she's responsible for Alex Jones seeing the light as it pertains to how malicious and insane Candace Owens is. And I don't even know too much about Laura Loomer, by the way. Yo, Alex, dude, seriously, WTF, you should drop real bombs on globalists and deep state-ish. Now you're wasting hours accusing Candace of being some CIA MI6 psyop just because her hubby's dad is a British lord and she maybe flubbed a story about how they met. And apparently he's pro-Israel now. And I'm just like, how? I don't trust anybody that's pro-Israel. I was on your side, but now F off. You owe $1.5 billion. Why aren't you paying that off? Does he really owe that much? How would somebody get in that much debt? Especially like Alex Jones. How could Alex Jones get in that much debt? 1.5. I don't know if that's true, y'all. But yeah, apparently he's saying, this is the kind of point I'm making. He's pro-Israel now. Now he's not, I guess he used to attack the Chosen Knights, the juice boxes, but now he's like, it's not them anymore. It's something else. He lost the plot because, again, I liked him. A lot of people were fans of Alex Jones for decades. He's been doing this for a long time. But recently, he's just been going soft on what he used to stand up for, it seems like. And yeah, he's definitely getting ratioed in the comments here. So somebody else said Alex Jones owes $1.5 billion and has just lost all credibility going after Candace. He is the one running a PSYOP. I mean, if you owe that much money, it might be that the juice boxes will be the only people that can get you out of that debt, right? Well, besides God can get you out of anything. But, I mean, if you're not going to do it God's way, it's going to have to be the ones with the shekels, which is the Chosen Knights. Yes, I need my shekels. They got it. Let me tell you, they got it. They billionaires. Disinfowars. So this lady Mel, dude just went harder on Candace for investigating Charlie's murder than he ever has on Israel for anything. Like F off old man. I'm not somebody to do ad hominem attacks, but I'm just reading it. We get it. You're broke. You're beat down. File bankruptcy. Do what you gotta do. Nobody cares. Her, CIA, MI6, Democrats. So what do you say right here?
bad feeling. God gave me a good brain. I already knew. I dropped the ball. I apologize. She's a globalist agent. I dropped the ball and I failed you and I'm sorry. I got to follow my gut every time. It's never wrong. And I saw so much more she did. And I love her people threatening me and all their doxing of people and all that. You think that's going to make me go away? All you did was wake me up like a nuclear test site waking up Godzilla.
So waking up is being pro-Israel? Like, again, I've liked Alex for a long time. He's been right about a good amount of things. He's been right about. I'm just moving my chair. But a good amount of things he's been right about. But if he's pro-Israel now, which it seems like he is, if you're backing up Trump, the Trump administration, tpusa, being pro-Israel, you're not waking up. You're not doing anything good for humanity at that point.
You work for the deep state and the Democratic Party and the CIA and MI6, and I see your ass.
I'm not hearing conviction in his voice. I used to, but not right here. So maybe it's true in that he's really $1.6 billion in debt and he's selling it. I mean, that's a lot of pressure for anybody. So he probably has a lot of temptation to sell out. If he's really in that amount of debt, golly, imagine being over $1 billion in debt. I can't imagine that.
So you just get ready.
You might. That will tempt you to be a whole different person. I mean, for real. I mean, can he just file bankruptcy? Hold up. Can he just do that? Candace Owens says, have some self-respect and just retire. Took me out. So real. Either honor us with the actual Fed slop or just retire. This is just retarded. So here we have Nicky Boy, which is a Fed. He is a legit Fed. Are you actually that stupid or are you intentionally missing the point? It isn't abnormal to go hunting. It is abnormal to be friends with an elite militant Scientologist who happens to be the custodian of a British crown jewels. This isn't just couple stuff. I mean, what kind of point are you proving here, Nicky Boy? He is a legitimate racist, like legit. A lot of people get accused of being racist and they're not. But this guy, he was like, you shouldn't listen to that stupid black woman. He was talking about Candace Owens. Now, what kind of man, like, you can't take somebody serious like that. Going in that amount of ad hominem attacks. Literally trying to make her look stupid based on her skin color because she's black. Like, that's a low blow. That is a low blow from a simp. Like, Nick Fuentes. And I just figured out, y'all, he has Mexican ancestors, Mexican blood, which makes sense because his last name's Fuentes. So he's not even fully white, is he? Unless he's a white Mexican, I don't know. But whatever. But yeah, he was one of the people that was like, go take down the barricades. Go take over the Capitol. He was that guy yelling that. And he never got arrested for it. While other people did, who did less. So I think that this man's an industry plant. And just because Candace Owens' husband is rich and British, apparently he's MI6 and she has to be a PSYOP, globalist agent, deep state. Just because her husband has some power and money. Can't prove anything, but it just seems like they're just grasping at straws here, essentially. So Sneako's getting in on the conversation. Bro spent 3 decades claiming there was a shadow pedo ring controlling the world, and when it ended up exposing his friends, he pivoted to Candace Owens and Muslims. Well, we know Sneako is a Muslim, and so L right there, but I mean, he's right about some things. Myron Gaines, people are free to criticize Candace all they want, but let's stick to the facts here. The full weight of the U.S. and Utah state government, hundreds of FBI and Utah State Bureau of Investigation agents have been poured into this case, yet the official narrative they push has only raised more questions. Yeah, a 30-06. No exit wound for 30-06. Charlie's steel Superman neck. Stopped a 30-06. Who's believing that? Yeah, but apparently Candace has been off the podcast, but has got on this call very recently. I think this was yesterday with Ian Carroll and some other people here. And yeah, it's pretty long, but we're not going to go into all that. I already showed you some of it. Erica has an X account, y'all. I had no idea. What does she post on there? Yo, she just looking wicked. Every picture, basically. But even right here, she's looking for real like the bride of Chucky. I think she should take this down. This actually seems kind of disrespectful to Mr. Kirk's legacy. No, this is bad. Anyways, let me get off her ex. So she says on this note from her ex recording, automatically disqualified to speak if you're trying to tell the public Charlie got shot by a lone shooter on a rooftop with a 30-06 bullet that was stopped by a magical neck. Yeah, because that's not going to happen, y'all. Game over, yeah. That is not going to happen. Wrong sound effect. I'm trying to find the right one. Like, his steel neck, his magical neck. He would have to have a magical neck and a steel neck to stop that round. But I have a sugar cookie, right? Let me show you this. I have a sugar cookie. And I'm trying not to let the sprinkles fall off while I show you this. Oh, they're falling off. They're falling off. But I made this beautiful sugar cookie. And it's going to invite ants in this room. And let me zoom in with that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks so good on camera. My goodness. And I'm going to eat it. I've been very, saving my temptation to eat it before I show you the actual cookie. A 30-06, basically saying Charlie's neck could stop a 30-06, will be saying like the sugar cookie would stop a 30-06. There isn't really no difference. A 30-06 can take down a moose, a bison, big, giant animals like that. Take it down. Charlie's Superman neck is going to stop that. No, there's going to be an exit wound. But they said it bounced off the skin or it bounced off something in his neck. What kind of neck does this man have? So I asked Gemini what a 30-06 can do to animals and humans, and asked about a human neck. So a human neck is roughly 4 to 5 inches thick, as established. A 30-06 is designed to penetrate 15 to 30 inches of dense tissue and bone. So the human neck is only about 20 to 30% what a 30-06 can actually penetrate. So there's exit wound on both a FMJ and also a soft point or hollow point. There's exit wounds on both. The velocity travels at 2,800 feet per second. At that speed, the short distance of a human neck offers very little resistance. Energy, 3,000 foot-pounds of energy. So Charlie's neck apparently can stop 3,000 foot-pounds of energy. It's more than enough power to shatter the cervical vertebrae, the neck bones, and still maintain momentum to exit the body. So it would have to be a ballistic miracle or anomaly. In 99.9% of cases, the physics of a 30-06 ensures a complete pass-through on a human-sized target's neck or torso. And then you have this post right here. Candace is saying, Alex Jones is telling his audience my husband is MI6. Hilarious. Guess he left the part out where I met my husband through InfoWars host. So she met her husband through the host of InfoWars, Paul Joseph Watson. But Alex Jones is calling out her husband, but she met her husband through a host of InfoWars, which is Alex Jones' podcast brand. So, I mean, I'm just seeing, do you see the hypocrisy there? Here's a picture from that fateful night in December of 2018. Thank you, Alex. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. At Alex coming at her husband, who she met through somebody who works at the man's podcast brand. And this is a crazy post, y'all. Somebody tried to debunk Candace Fort Huachuca theory, which is this guy from the Ballistics channel. I don't know the name of the channel, but the guy's name is Gary Melton. Gotcha interview. So he's trying to expose Candace Owens and the Fort Huachuca about Mitch Snow. And so they brought on Mitch Snow's son to try to prove what Candace was saying in the interview that she had with Mitch Snow. So this guy said it backfired, and his own expose confirms Mitch's story is real. Gary brings on Mitch's estranged son, hasn't spoken in 20 years, thinking he's dropping a bomb to discredit the whistleblower. Gary, I don't even know if this police report is real. Son, casually, yeah, the military police called me on September 9th. I was listed as his emergency contact. Well, then you have nervous, so much blinks from the YouTuber, so much blinks, and just, he doesn't know what to do really, because he wasn't expecting that. Gary's face when his gotcha guest confirms the exact date and details of the detention report. This was supposed to be Gary's final nail in Mitch. Instead, it's rock solid corroboration. The harder these clowns try to debunk, the more they prove Candace right. Fort Huachuca timeline holds detention confirmed by family, no real alibis from the implicated. Gary's expose series is turning into the gift that keeps on giving for the true side. So apparently, this whole thing that's trying to debunk Candace is actually proving the theory correct or giving more evidence for it. I'll let you see it in real time.
You're a veteran, and I don't know. Have you watched his claims on Candace Owens? Do you know what he's talking about?
I watched some of them very briefly. I can only stomach so much of that bullshit. They're not going to let him go into anywhere ops center or anything like that.
Yeah.
On any post. Not Huachuca, not Carson, not nowhere. Not in the States, not abroad. They're going to make him go through the same center that everybody goes through to get his ID, get it renewed if he doesn't have it to that point. They're going to let him go to the commissary. They're going to let him go to the PX, maybe some of the other amenities on the post, but he doesn't have a secret security clearance.
Or if he does walk into the Joint Task Force staff duty, he might end up detained and outside getting the canines called on him as per this report, which, again, I don't even know if this report is real or not. There's so much craziness going on with this report. It's not a license plate number.
They called me on September 9th, asking me if I knew anything about a Mitch Snow. And
he was not expecting that. He's saying this crazy report. I don't even know if I believe it. They called me on September 9th, asked me about Mitch Snow, and I was listed under his emergency contact.
And telling me that I was listed as his number one emergency contact.
See, the plan, this guy was a pretty big YouTuber. I'm trying to remember his channel name. I don't remember it. Tactical something, I think. Trying to prove Candace Owens wrong about the Fort Huachuca thing. That was his nail in the coffin for Candace Owens. Bring in Mitch Snow's son on to try to essentially prove Mitch Snow's testimony inaccurate. But he's actually proving it accurate. Again, this is a new thing. There's so much going on in Fort Huachuca. However you say it, I don't know much about it. And I can't wait for Candace Owens to get back on the podcast to talk more about this theory and kind of the new evidences that she's coming across. But that's a lot of information today. It's going to be fun editing this video, y'all, because we just went over a lot. But now I get to eat my cookie. I've been being very disciplined. Look at that bad boy. Ooh, it's so pretty. And right after I get done editing and uploading this video, I'm going to go work out, burn these calories, because if I don't, I will legit get fat and ugly. That will happen to me. I don't want it to happen, y'all. I got to be the man I need to be to attract the wife I want to attract. And eating too much of these, and not burning off the calories, that will halt that mission. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video, like the video. May the Lord keep you. May he bless you. May he shine his face upon you always and give you peace. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, amen. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and you shall be saved. Hallelujah.